On this episode, we will be making barbecued chicken. Hi, my name is John Calvert and welcome to GeekEatsTV.com. Today we're going to be making grilled chicken on the smoker and I'm going to show you how to do that. Let's get started. So we're going to be making two kinds of chicken today. We're going to be making competition chicken thighs, and then we're also going to make some skinless, boneless chicken breast. We're going to start with the chicken breast. First thing we do is, we don't need that yet, hang on. We're going to trim up the chicken, get rid of any excess fat and gross, parts you don't need. That's not going to taste good. Any weird veiny parts. Cut that off there. Trim it up nice. Then once you got it trimmed up nice, what I'm going to do is take it, put it in a Ziploc bag like this, and then we're going to pound it a little thinner so it cooks better. Get that extra piece of fat that's stuck to it off there. There we go. So what the pounding helps is it flattens it out and makes it cook a lot more even. Then we're going to take it out of the bag, set the bag aside. We got our finished plate here. We're going to put it what would be skin side down. So this would be where the inside of the chicken was. This would be where the skin was attached. We're going to put it on that side, and we're going to hit it with my special rub that I make, my homemade rub. Which in a future episode I'll show you how we make the rub. Make sure you hit both sides. And the next thing we're going to do is the chicken thighs. And we're going to do these competition style. So we got skin on, bone in, chicken thighs. First thing we're going to do is remove the skin carefully because we're going to reapply the skin. A little bit of a process, but it does come off. We're going to set that right there. The first thing we're going to do is trim up the meat part. We're going to take our trusty knife here and we're going to get rid of this excess fat right there. A bit more in there. Scrape that out. Okay, that's good. Trim off this part here. It's always a good idea to have a bowl set aside to put the parts that aren't any good in. Now we're going to set the chicken aside, and then here comes the part that makes it truly competition style. And it's kind of a disgusting process, but in the end the product is much better this way. We're going to remove the fat from the inside of the skin. So this is the outside of the skin here. This is the inside. It's a little more yellow because of the fat. And then we're going to take a sharp knife and we're going to just scrape away all of the fat from the inside of the skin. And it's a really good idea to have a sharp knife for this. And what you're really looking for is like a translucent skin. Almost to the point of see-through. This will help you get that, if you watch any of the barbecue shows, they'll be talking about bite-through skin. This is one of the ways it's accomplished, by not giving it this fat to keep it chewy. You're also trying not to break through the skin, because that would not look good. If you're making it for yourself, whatever, but if you're making it for competition, it's best to not tear it. Then we're going to flip it around here. You have to go at it from multiple angles, and it's best to keep a little pressure right behind where you're scraping. That way it comes off a little easier. Watch your fingers. Then what I do is I go back with the big knife and just try to get it as clean as you possibly can. Okay, now that we have the majority off of it, flip this skin side down, hit it with a bit of the same rub. This is a sweet style rub, sugar based, sugar, salt, pepper, paprika, a little bit of cayenne. And then what you're going to do is try to make this look as round and as plump as possible, because that's what you're looking for there. Then you're going to take the skin and you're going to make sure you put it back down, fat side down, which you remove the fat. And then you're going to wrap it around like this. And then you're going to hit the top of that with a little more rub. And when we come back, we'll show you how to light the smoker, get it to temp. Welcome back. Now I'm going to show you how to light the grill and get everything going and get the thing to temperature, and then we'll start cooking the meat. What you're going to need, or what I use anyhow, is a chimney light starter, charcoal, which you can't see but I'll put some in here, some old newspaper, great thing for all that garbage you get in junk mail, and some wood. Today I'm using apple wood. But you can use hickory, you can use pecan, you can use peach, any of that. So what you're going to do now is you're going to crumple up the newspaper, put it underneath your lighter. Then you're going to take the charcoal, and dump it in the lighter. Run away in there. Then you take your lighter and light the newspaper up. And you should do it from a couple different directions just to make sure it gets started. And that should start your charcoals. So once your coals get going, you know, they start to turn gray, you can transfer them to your firebox. This is where you got to be careful because you can burn yourself. It's a really good idea to be wearing shoes when you do this. So it's fairly simple. You just take your chimney starter and dump it towards the front end of your smoker, and set your chimney starter aside where it's not going to touch anything flammable. It's always good to have a stick to poke things around with so you can get things in position. And then you add some of the wood. And you want to leave your door open right now. Then you close here and you close your top. Then what you're going to do is watch your temperature gauge here. You want to get around somewhere between about 200, 225, and then you want to regulate that. Once the temperature starts coming up, you can close your vent door so it doesn't get too high. Alright, now we got the grill up to temp. So what we're going to do is open the grill quickly, And we're going to place the chicken breasts in the back because they cook a little faster. They don't need as much heat. And we're going to do the skin side, what would have been the skin side down. And then we're going to put the chicken thighs as lined up as possible right in here. Give them a little bit of separation so they cook evenly and don't stick to each other. And then we're going to get this lid shut and get it back up to temp. We're looking for an internal temperature of 165 on the chicken, on both. We're also going to glaze them right there at the end. Now we're going to take the temps on these, see where we're at. Let's start with this thigh right here. I'm going to get the thick of the meat there. That one's perfect. 168. This one I know is already done. That one still has a little way to go. Let's check this chicken breast here. Got a ways to go. Just waiting on these last two here. Take a temperature quick. Okay, they're all ready. So now we're gonna apply the barbecue sauce and then set the sauce real quick. This is my homemade Kansas City style barbecue sauce. It's a sweet barbecue sauce. Just gonna apply this generously to the chicken. Now we'll let this set up for a few minutes and then they'll come off and that'll be it. The sauce is set on a couple of these, so we're going to remove them from the grill. And the last two pieces are coming off. Beautiful. And then we're going to tin these with a little bit of foil, let them rest, and then we'll eat. So thank you for watching Geek Eats TV. That's how you make barbecue chicken. And next week we're going to do steak and a surprise show called Quick Eats where we do it like a snack. Thank you for watching.